and welcome. You're watching Commodity Central on ET Now, and I am Snehisha. And today we are putting the spotlight on palm oil prices because palm oil is now trading at a price of north of 4,850 ringgits a ton, and the Malaysian Palm Oil Council expects these prices to be sticky and trade at least higher than 4,600 ringgits a ton at least until September. Now, with supply expected to tighten towards the end of the year and demand only going one way upwards, what's the outlook on palm oil prices and what could the pricing pressure look like? To understand this and much more, let's welcome on board Mr. Sandeep Bhan, the CEO at Global Trading at SD Guthrie in Malaysia, joining us on the show. Mr. Bhan, hi, good afternoon, and thank you so much for your time. Just trying to understand what your outlook is when it comes to palm oil prices. Right now at 4,850 ringgits a ton, what could the price look like given that supply is expected to tighten and demand is only going higher?
Thanks for having me. What we expect the prices to trade between 4,600 ringgit to 5,000 ringgit till this year end. The main reason for that is in the coming months, supply is expected to go tight. It's for the implementation of B50 mandate in Indonesia, impact of El Nino started to coming up, and seasonally lower production months, which is tightening the supply and demand continues to be robust. That is making the only factor which is in favor of the consumers today is that nearby, the Malaysian palm oil stocks are at 2.63 million tons, which is expected to go a bit further higher in this month's report to be released by Malaysian Palm Oil Board in early September. Those high stocks in nearby months is keeping prices nearby months. Like if we see September month on the futures market of Malaysia's futures market, it's around 4,650 ringgits to a ton. And if we see month on month, the prices are higher by 100 ringgit. So September 4,650, October somewhere around 4,750, November at 4,850. The carry market reflects the tightening supply in coming months, which is already factored into the prices of the futures market. That's giving it a range of nearby till year end, 4,600 to 5,000 ringgit.
Okay, understood. Thanks for breaking down that scenario for us and also for sharing your pricing outlook on palm oil prices. Mr. Bhan, what I'm also trying to understand is that India's palm oil imports have surged nearly 50% on a month-on-month basis in the month of July. Is this primarily a restocking cycle ahead of the festive season, or are you seeing a more sustained increase in demand from India?
Definitely, India has been a key factor in terms of not only prices, but also from the demand perspective. If we see for the first 6 months of this year, Indian demand was very less. It was just around 500,000 to 550,000 tons a month, and which surged in July and we expected to continue in next 2 months. It's mainly because of the festive season coming up in India, and also palm oil was at a good discount compared to the soft oils, which made Indian buyers switch to the palm oil. And that led to the increase in Indian demand, which was close to 750,000 tons in July arrival. And we are expecting same quantities, even a bit higher in August and September also.
Okay, understood. And Mr. Bhan, you did speak about this with disruption in other vegetable oils, particularly given everything that's happening amid the Middle East conflict. Is palm oil gaining market share from soy oil and sunflower oil? And how significant could this substitution be and how sustainable is it?
See, the main impact today is of the sunflower oil. Sunflower oil from Black Sea region is not coming out because the known reasons of logistical reasons there. And the nearest possible supply chain of palm oil, of sunflower being replaced by palm oil, particularly in southern part of India, where buyers have switched to palm oil, and that has given a good demand to the palm oil from southern India. We are expecting this trend to continue till year end, and as long as palm remains competitive, palm's demand will continue to grow.
Okay, and also Mr. Bhan, we are also seeing an upsurge in palm oil prices because biodiesel demand is looking good. How important will biodiesel demand be for palm oil prices in the months ahead? And could favorable biodiesel economics significantly tighten the palm oil availability for food uses?
Definitely, biodiesel is the key factor for the price. Indonesia's implementation of B50, which has already started from 1st July and is going smoothly. Malaysia has started B15 mandate, which is also going smoothly. So biofuel is a key factor towards the price rise. And also, Indonesian B50 means close to 4 million ton CPO on a yearly basis going into the biodiesel market, which is going to impact in coming months on the supply side of crude palm oil, and also because of, like I said in the beginning, El Nino combined with B50 implementation is going to get supply tightening, which is reflective in the futures market because of the continuous carry market month-on-month increase in the prices of futures market for palm oil, in the futures market of our palm oil.
Understood. And Mr. Bhan, lastly, you just want to try and understand a little market impact of this hike that we're seeing in palm oil prices. A lot of Indian listed FMCG players use palm oil and palm fatty oil distillate as their key raw materials for home care, for soaps, for a lot of their production. In fact, some of them, these costs make up about 15 to 50% of their raw material cost, depending on which company we are talking about. If these prices were to continue to remain sticky, how much pressure do you think this could put on consumption companies back home?
The alternative, if we see all the prices of all the oils, soft oils, palm oil, I think most of the companies have realized that the prices are not going to drop down anytime soon. In fact, with this El Nino factor, every company has now, I think, looked into it that they have to price rise is looking imminent. We won't be getting into a scenario where there will be a sharp drop in the prices. So consumption may not be hit that much, but prices are being factored. Higher prices are being factored by across geographies.
Okay, on that note, Mr. Bhan, thank you so much for your time. And that's the outlook on prices when it comes to palm oil. They're expected to continue to remain sticky ahead of the festive season. We've seen a lot of stocking and higher stocking coming in by India and different firms as well. And this demand is expected to go up, and with supply crunch expected towards the end of this calendar year, we're expecting prices to continue to stay sticky and may have some impact on consumption listed names as well. On that note, it's curtains down on this edition of Commodity Central. Thank you so much for watching.